Can we turn the lights on in here?
I don't think there's really any in here that will be of much help, all things considered.
Yeah, let's throw a shot. Let's see. Which ones?
Run up to the garage, give me 2 more things.
What would those be?
A hammer and a 7/16 wrench.
Would that be hanging on the pegboard, or is that going to be plopped somewhere
I think
randomly?
the 7/16 wrench you will find in the box sitting on the floor of all the stuff I took with me to get this car.
Alright. 5/8. No 7/16. Hammer. And let's see. 11/16, 13/16. All the metrics. 7/8, 15/16. No 7/16. What a surprise. Kill the man to organize his workshop on occasion. The one in the box was 5/8. The 7/16 is nowhere to be found in any of the tubs or buckets or boards. So I brought you the 5/8 that was in the box and an adjustable wrench.
Okay.
And the hammer, of course. New LED headlights.
Yep, they don't work.
Oh.
They won't go in the socket like they're supposed to because of the way they're designed. The LEDs won't work because of the design of the bulb. See that big round base right there?
Yeah.
Well, because of that base, I cannot seat the bulb like I need to. I can push the bulb in and it hits on that, and I can't get it in far enough to turn it and lock it in.
Oh.
So they won't work just because of the design of the bulb.
I see you got the new, smaller air cleaner installed.
Yep.
Definitely fits much better.
It's much better, and I can actually get around the carburetor now to adjust and tune some things. Oh wow. No wonder there's a problem in there. If you look at them, they're functioning like they should. Hang on.
I say there's no lights on.
If I move the correct switch, they will function like they should.
Oh yeah. That one's amber and that one's white.
I know, that's because I have a white bulb over there. I have an amber bulb up in the garage I'll have to go get since my LEDs aren't working. So go tell me if the rear tail lights are on.
The bottom two.
Okay. This is my new socket.
So do you have
Replace
LED?
this guy.
Do you have LEDs for the tail light too?
No, I do not. This one is a little different. It's got 4 wires going into it because it's feeding that side of the car. Everything is fed off of this side, it looks like, unless that goes to that light, the trunk. Yeah, it's coming back here. Actually, this is the end of the circuit right here. This path feeds both of these, and it's a 4-wire I'm a little concerned that this is not going to, might be better off to just try it. Okay, go pull the headlights out one click. Let's see if this will work.
Is that one click?
Yep.
Are they working?
It is. Well, it was. It's just... Okay, watch that side, and we'll see if the signal works over there now. Does it light up?
Nothing's changing.
The lights don't get brighter?
It doesn't appear to, no. Yeah, no, it's the same.
Okay. Okay, tell me if they get brighter now.
Oh yeah. Everything gets way brighter.
Okay, that's what it should do when I signal. So something...
Maybe you have to have both sides in for the signal.
It's possible. But all 4 lights are on back there, right?
No, only 3 are.
Oh, I know why. It's because I don't have a bulb up here. So I took it out to go...
Well, and this one's still out. Your top left back here isn't on.
It's on, it's just in the trunk. Oh, no it isn't. I took the bulb out of that as well. Let me put the bulb back in here also.
Yeah, having bulbs,
Missing too many bulbs, that's why it ain't working.
having bulbs in things helps.
Put that one in there. Make sure all these things are working. There we go. Must have been a bad one. Alright. All bulbs are on. Now it should blink on the passenger side. Does it get brighter? Does it do anything?
Nope, nothing changes. Nope, nothing changes.
Okay. Well, then we have bigger fish to fry. I'm gonna put this back together until I get the correct amber bulb over there, but all this is working now in the front. It just needs whatever's causing the signals not to blink needs looked at. Well, I wanted the 7/16 wrench, which you said you couldn't find, right?
Yeah, we had the 5/8 and the adjustable.
Okay, then I will go up and get a socket, because that's not gonna work.
I try.
So that is this. The reason why this is not going down like it should. It can even go down a little more. When you close the trunk, it grabs in here. So by adjusting that little thing up or down, depends on how far it holds the trunk lid down. This little catch. It's really, now it doesn't rattle. You know, it's pulling that down on that rubber seal around the trunk now.
As it should.
As it should. You can see it's still a little high, and you can also see by looking at the trunk lid.
It's better than it was though.
If you look how close it is right here to the body,
Yeah.
and look over here at the gap we have, the whole lid needs brought this way. We're gonna pull the trunk lid my way a little, and we're gonna let it come back that way a little.
One eternity later.
That definitely looks way better though. The whole fit of it looks really even now. It doesn't have a huge gap up here at the top. And when it's closed, it's nice and snug now. There's zero rattling around because it's pulled down really well on the rubber seal. I was gonna actually take this off and have you help me. You can see he doesn't even have it bolted in This bolt has no nut behind it. It's loose and hanging down. I could kind of tell that by the way you could wiggle this.
Yeah.
If that was bolted on like it should be, that would be impossible to move that. It's like iron. So I think I'm gonna take, there's just 4 bolts. Used to be one. Oh, there's one on the side here too, yep. So basically 3 bolts per side, that bumper can come off. And I was gonna try to straighten this out with a sledgehammer and some wood, take that bend, that he's hit something with it and bowed that in.
Yeah.
See if we can lay it on some wood and put some wood on the back side and hit it with my little sledge and see if we can like flatten that back out more like this side. Over here on this side, I corrected a bunch of things that somebody had jacked up. These spark plug wires were all laying down underneath the throttle linkage, because this thing here, this holds all the wires and snaps onto this little bracket. That bracket was twisted and laying down against the valve cover, and this was moved down here somewhere, and all the wires had been shoved down underneath there because people just don't understand how all this works. Oh, I know the other thing I wanted to do was try to straighten this pulley that's all bent on my power steering pump. And to do that, I was going to turn the engine over slowly until the pulley gets to the spot where it's the furthest out here, so I can try to bend it back. A little more. A little more. Okay, and hold it right there. Be like fixing the trunk lid. Okay, again, a little more. Okay, hang on. Okay, hit it again. A little more. A little more. A little more. Tool works really good.
Yeah.
That I bought at Harbor Freight. I ground the end down because it was a little too tall, and it's perfect for getting those little clips underneath here up and out of there. Yeah. And I have a feeling some of those clips are missing and not in there where they need to be. I'm gonna put some tape or something so I don't scratch the paint, but I basically need to clean all this crap out of here, and then I'm gonna run a nice bead of silicone in there so it's all sealed up really good. It doesn't look rusty at all, so I don't foresee there being an issue. I was thinking when he said there was a water leak and it got in the trunk, he said it was leaking on the trunk lid. The trunk lids rarely ever leak. Normally it leaks around this window into the trunk. That's why I wanted to pull all this off and just know for sure it's leaking where I think it is. Yeah. I'll go get my supplies and a piece of cardboard to come sit down here and try to get the rest of that paint cleaned up and waxed off of there. I don't have much on that side. Maybe I'll start over there and work my way to this giant patch of paint.
Alright, so it's a few days later, and quick update on the Cutlass. He fixed the LED headlights, or turn signals. Let's take a look.
It hopes it might fix the issue.
It's a very tedious process. Sanding off the edge of the bulb without nicking the LEDs and sanding down the socket.
Just hope it works.
Yep. It's working.
Headlight alignment. Because old car.
Okay, what?
Hang on.
Okay, hang on. He's shining the beams of the headlight onto the garage door and then making sure they're both level.
Door up. Now they're off. Both parking lights.
Yeah, just the two outside headlights. Now they're on.
They go off when I pull on the headlight.
Yeah, now they're off, and the headlights are on.
Yeah, there is some serious electrical issues to figure out.
Well, there you have it. 2 easy steps to putting LED light bulbs in Cutlass turn signals. Grind down the socket, and then grind down the LED bulb. At least we got that done, but there are still quite a few electrical gremlins left to solve, so stay tuned for that. Fun. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button on the way out, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see what I make next. I'll see you guys next time.